Hello and welcome to this video where I will show how to share something on your Windows machine, a folder, and then you can actually mount that folder on your Amiga using Samba. So this is an Amiga, no, sorry, this is actually a PC running Windows 11. Uh, and I usually don't share stuff. This is one of my workstations, and then I also have a Windows 10 old workstation that I converted into a file server. Um, so you will actually notice a bit of a difference in speed as well when we compare uh, a share that is on a Windows 10 compared to a share that is on this machine, which is Windows 11. But more on that later. Now, this is in Swedish, by the way, so I'm going to create a new folder, call it share. Okay. And then I right click on it and I go to properties, and I don't want to have it write protected. So let's start with that. And then I want to share it, and I do advanced sharing. Yes, of course. And so now I want to go to or this is what is this translated into in English again? Permissions. Yes. And I just want to make sure that I can read, write, delete, whatever, and just do that, and I do that, and okay, and I can close this. So that's the thing that you need to do on your PC, and then the rest is actually going to be on the Amiga. So let's switch over to that screen now. So scooting over to my Amiga. So the first thing you need to do is you should go to OS Depot, and you should search for SMB2 and search that. Then you download these two. This is a GUI that I will use to actually create the DOS driver, but you have to download and install this one first. And then you install this one, and that's the only things you need. Okay, so on Workbench, I'll go to my utilities folder because here I actually created this SMB GUI. So let's open that. I will move this over here, and I will close these windows here now. Just keep it tidy. So what you need to know about your PC is the name of the actual computer. What computer name did you give it? In this case, for me, it's quite easy. It's Workstation 3. And also the folder that you shared. So in this case, it's called share. And here's the thing. Here is something you can do if you want to, and you can change this after the fact as well. If I actually click on this media here, that is actually mounting my encoding server, which is my file server, and it mounts dash media. And in this case, if I don't actually do a Amiga DOS volume name here, it's going to be, the name is going to be like that, just like this one here, but instead it's going to say workstation 3 dash share. So if you don't want that, you can actually just type in this case, workstation 3. And in this case, I need to have a username and password. So I will actually either blur or just put a black border here so you don't see what I'm typing. So now I'm typing. Okay, so now I have the username and I have the password. Then you can save the DOS driver or you can mount it. Now, if I hover over this, you don't see this right now because it's going to be a black border over it, but it says mount SMB2 DOS driver from sys storage DOS drivers. Now, there's a really good point why it is actually stored in storage, not in devs, because if you actually try to put this DOS driver into devs DOS drivers, it actually will try to mount it when you are booting. And I learned that the hard lesson I actually had to do like a system restore because it just locked up. It couldn't mount it because this is mounted before your actual Ethernet card is properly booted and stuff like that. So uh, keep it. Well, I'm not saying you have to have it in those inside of the storage DOS drivers, but wherever you want to put it, do not put it into devs DOS drivers because you will regret that. So don't do that. So I just keep them at this default place there. So I'm going to save this now. And now we can actually close this. I'm pretty sure I can close this. So yes, I want to quit because now if I go into Workbench and I go into storage, DOS drivers, we have this file here called SMB2. Now, if you right-click this one, I have to actually, let's just edit this. So here we can see like what it's doing, and you can see here that it's going to mount the workstation share. Volume is equal to workstation 3, which is this field here. You can actually just add that in if you forgot to do that. If you don't like the name or anything like that, okay. Then it's the username and password that is you're not seeing, I hope. Well, let's close that. Now, if I double click this one, I now have this share that I just did on my PC. I can actually copy files to and from here and do things. Now, let's actually do a little test here because I found this very, very interesting when I tested this. Normally, I don't really need this workstation 3 to actually have a folder that I can access from my Amiga. Everything I do is usually put onto the encoding server anyway because it's a file server. Because I do a lot of like graphics and stuff, and having like a centralized place to put everything, which also means that when I do use a Lightwave, not on the Amiga though, but on my PC, I can actually fire up a bunch of my workstations and actually have like a small little render farm to help render frames. So that's why I have this set up. Anyways, let's actually open directory Opus 5 here. So this is now the encoding server. And here we have the what do you call it? My workstation 3 that I just set up the share for. Okay. And now what I want to do is I have this large file here. This is like an LHA archive of my workbench. So let's start by copying this one to this here, the workstation 3. Okay. And let's just copy, and I will actually time this because this is going to take quite some time. So let's just hit copy. Actually, let's abort this. Let's do it the proper way with the timer tool. Instead, I just need to, let's just copy that name here. Let's open a shell. I think I have okay, I have timer, okay. Copy, let's see, work, underscore, then I want to copy it to this place here, and hit enter. And now we get like a proper timing of this. Okay, so we can see that it took 196 whatever, seconds. Okay, so let's do exactly the same thing, but now we're going to copy it to this place instead. So I'm just going to copy that. Let's do that, and then instead of here, I want it to go there. I don't need a slash at the end, I think, so let's just do that. So the first one is Windows 11, where I actually created a share on a Windows 11 machine. And the one that I'm copying to right now is a Windows 10, which is my file server that I've been using for many, many years. So yeah, you can see the difference there, right? This is the easiest way I found to actually set up a way so that I can actually do offline backup of my Amiga system, and also like Workbench, and also a lot of the work files that I have, like for some of the projects, so they are backed up and safe if something happens. So yeah, that's it. This is the way, as they say. Cheers, and thanks for watching.